Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. During the holiday season, everybody likes to turn up the music and just indulge in some holiday classics, and you want to make sure that you are doing it with a top-of-the-line stereo system. And I am here with the owner of Utah Audio, Bryan. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I think this is fantastic that I did the commercial for you guys, and we got to sort of see all of the different equipment that you have, some of your highlighted pieces. I couldn't get over the quality of some of this audio, but I want to give people an idea of where you're located, because we like to support local businesses here in Utah. You guys are based in Sandy, correct?
We are based in Sandy,
okay.
Yes. We're on State Street, 106 South, just east of State Street.
Just east of State Street,
yes.
Okay. So when people are going to shop for home audio equipment, and I'm sort of the ignorant shopper when it comes to this, you know when it sounds good, but sometimes the prices just seem crazy and you can't figure out how did it get to this point. You guys are in a totally different category and make things a lot more affordable. Why are some brands seem so much more expensive but the quality isn't necessarily there?
Well, excellent question. Utah Audio has the entire range from the Samsung, Sony, Marantz styles to names you've never heard of. And the reason that high quality audio is so important is because the amount that's spent on the audio equipment dictates the quality of that audio equipment. So if the speaker costs $40 to build versus $2 to build, it's going to sound better. Sound is divided up into frequencies, and you have 20 hertz frequencies all the way to 20,000 hertz frequencies. So if you hear the full range, then you hear everything that was ever produced in that CD, that album, whatever you're listening to. The higher quality speaker, the more that range gets filled and the better it sounds and the more lifelike it sounds. You can fill this range here from, say, 80,000 hertz to 100,000 hertz, but you're going to miss the highs and the lows. You're going to miss that reality that you'd normally feel. And so with Utah Audio, we have the entire spectrum of music. If you want to have a $100 system, we've got it. Mm-hmm. If you want to have hundreds of thousands of dollars in your system, we have it.
You've got that too,
but
for sure.
But the benefit is that if you hear what is available, it gives you a reference point for what you're buying.
Okay.
If you want to buy a sports car and you go to Ford and and drive their Ford Mustang, it's a great car. But if you drive a Porsche or Ferrari, you get an idea of what that car is in comparison to what's available.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I think we were speaking a little bit off camera before we started about just to sort of pick on a brand that a lot of people know and probably go out and buy. A company like Bose that is more of the high end, it gets expensive, but you're saying the quality isn't necessarily justifying the price. What are some of the things that goes into the travel from getting that from where it was made to your living room? Well,
that's the difference. Most of the names you've heard of, the Sony, Samsung, Bose, Denon, are all produced in China. And they go from inland China to mainland China to Taiwan to LA to Denver, maybe New York to Salt Lake, and then to Park City. Each point along that supply chain, the price doubles. So it goes from $20 to $40 to $80 to $160 to $320. And so by doing that, you end up paying $1,000 for a $20 piece of equipment.
Yes. Yes, we did.
With Utah Audio, you might pay $1,000 for a piece, but it was built in a factory. They probably spent $450 in acquiring and building that piece, and it's shipped to Utah Audio, and we sell it. And so most of the names you've never heard of because they don't spend time on marketing.
Right, but the quality is there that you can't find with other mainstream brands.
It's all based on quality, exactly.
Well, and I think you have such a range of products, so if you're one of those people that will only listen to things, Bluetooth off of your phone and super techie, you have that. But I know we fell in love with the turntables. If you just want to listen to Sinatra on vinyl this holiday season, you can still go back and do that as well. So you have the full range.
Right, and it's amazing how inexpensive you can be very techie. There's a device called a Sonos device. We have it on our extremely expensive system because it allows to control the content from the web and play any song you want at any point at higher quality listening levels.
Right.
And so really, we're having an event this next Thursday on the 14th, or Wednesday, excuse me.
Wednesday the 14th,
yeah.
Okay.
And we're highlighting some of our better equipment. And I would recommend everyone that can make it should come down because it gives them an opportunity to hear what's available and why audio components cost what they cost. The benefit is we're going to have the manufacturers there to explain what it is the audio equipment does. So if someone's looking to do a home theater or a stereo system, this Christmas season, it'd be very helpful to know what goes into it and why they spend what they spend. So if they want to spend $200, that's fine, but maybe they want to have something a little nicer.
A little bit nicer, a little bit something more.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. All right, so Wednesday is the event, this Wednesday. What are the times?
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
The 14th.
Okay.
And from 3 to 6, we're going to have an open house where they can come and talk to the manufacturer about whatever they want. And at 7 o'clock, we're going to have our demonstration of the equipment and play different music and give people an idea of what that full range frequency is versus what maybe they're used to.
All right, Bryan Bone, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, if you are ready to up your audio game this holiday season, you are going to want to head down to Utah Audio in Sandy. And if you have any questions, or as he said, want to test drive everything from the Mustang to the Ferrari of sound equipment, you're going to want to head down to their event next Wednesday from 3 to 6. This is the Mountain Morning Show. We'll be back after this